Metallurgy. The science and technology of extraction of metals from its ore is called metallurgy. The science and technology of extraction of metals from its ore is called metallurgy. Mineral. It is the naturally occurring compound containing metals with impurities are called minerals. Ore. Ore is the mineral from which the metal can be extracted profitably and conveniently. The impurities present in the ore are called gangue. This is also called as matrix. The impurities present in the ore is called gangue or matrix. To remove that impurities from the ore, we are adding certain substances are called flux. Flux is the substance which is added to remove the impurities present in the ore. Slag. A fusible mass formed when flux is added to matrix is called slag. Matrix plus flux gives slag. The process of formation of slag is called slagging. These are the terms we are used in metallurgy. Now, extraction of metals from its ore. We have several steps. Here, some ores we can see. Ores of aluminium, cryolite, Na3Al(F6), bauxite, Al2O3, 2H2O. Corundum, Al2O3. Ores of zinc, zincite, ZnO, zinc blende, ZnS, calamine, ZnCO3. Ores of iron, hematite, Fa2O3, magnetite, Fa3O4, spathic iron ore, FeCO3, iron pyrites. FeS2. These are the some ores of aluminium, ores of zinc, ores of iron. Now extraction of metals from its ore involves 4 steps. Extraction of metal from its ore. First step is dressing of the ore. It is also called as concentration of the ore. Removal of impurities from the ore is called dressing of the ore or concentration of the ore. The process of removal of impurities from ore is called dressing of the ore or concentration of the ore. Here we have different methods. First one is hydrolytic method. It is also called as gravity separation method. In this we are taking vibrating sloped table. These are the grooves present on the table. These are grooves. From this we are releasing powdered ore particles. Here jet of water comes. This water is collected in another tank. Here principle is ore particles are heavier than impurities. So ore having high density, impurities have low density. In this we can separate the impurities from the ore by hydrolytic method. It is a jet of water. Lighter particles are washed away with water. Heavier particles are formed in between the grooves. These are ore particles. This is vibrating sloped table. Vibrating sloped table. Here impurities comes with water. Ore particles are stopped at the gaps in between these grooves. So like this we can separate ore particles from impurities. Here principle is ore and impurities having different densities. Then we are using hydrolytic method. And second method is magnetic separation method. If ore particles are magnetic or impurities are magnetic, in such case we can use this magnetic separation method. B. magnetic separation method. Here two cases we are using. One, ore is magnetic, impurities non-magnetic. It is one. Second case, ore is non-magnetic, impurities magnetic. In these two cases, we can use to separate impurities from the ore. Removal of impurities is called dressing of the ore. Here, it is electromagnetic wheel. This is conveyor belt. On this belt, we are releasing pulverized ore with impurities. This is pulverized ore. Here we are releasing powdered ore particles. Here it is only wheel, it is not electromagnetic in nature. Here it is magnetic wheel, this is magnetic wheel. So ore particles comes along with conveyor belt. Here non-magnetic ore particles are thrown away from the wheel. This is collected here. These are non-magnetic particles. Non-magnetic particles, whether it is ore or impurities. Now, magnetic particles are nearer to wheel. Here we are collecting. These are magnetic particles. This method of separation we are called as magnetic method. In this magnetic separation method, we are taking pulverized ore. Pulverization means crushing of the ore particles into fine powder is called pulverization. Pulverized ore means powdered ore with impurities. That is released here on the conveyor belt. Non-magnetic particles are thrown away from this electromagnetic wheel and magnetic particles are nearer to this wheel. These are collected. Next, third method is froth flotation method. This method is only used for the concentration of sulfide ores only. Sulfide ores are generally concentrated by froth flotation method. Here principle is ore particles wetted by oil and impurities wetted by water. Principle is preferential wetting. Here we are taking powdered ore into tank containing water and oil. This is water, this is oil. In water, impurities are wetted and settled at the bottom. These are impurities settled at the bottom of the tank. Through this, we are sending air, inlet for air. It is through this we are sending air. It containing some detergent also and oil. When we are sending air through it, bubbles are formed. That is, froth is formed in this oil region. So ore particles comes out with froth as shown in the figure. Here ore particles, these are ore particles comes with the froth, and impurities are wetted by water and settled at the bottom. These are ore particles comes out with froth. Here impurities settled at the bottom. This kind of separation we are called as froth flotation method. Here principle is very, very important. Preferential wetting. Ore particles are wetted by oil and impurities are wetted by water that are settled at the bottom. Ore particles comes with the froth as shown in the figure. Next, fourth one is D. Chemical method. It is also called as leaching. Generally we are using in leaching solvent is sodium hydroxide. In leaching, ore particles are dissolved in this solvent. Impurities are insoluble, leaving behind it. Then we can separate the mixture by filtration. We get residue impurities filtrate containing sodium hydroxide and ore particles. So in this method, selective dissolution of the ore particles in a suitable solvent, that we are called as leaching. Selective dissolution of ore particles in a suitable solvent is called leaching. For this we are using bauxite. Bauxite formula Al2O3 2H2O. Bauxite is concentrated by chemical method, that is leaching. Solvent is sodium hydroxide. This is about dressing of the ore. Dressing of the ore means removal of impurities from the ore. It is also called as concentration of the ore. Second step is conversion of concentrated ore into oxide ore. Step 2, conversion of concentrated ore to oxide ore. Here we have one condition. If the ore is not an oxide ore, then we are choosing that. That is sulfide ore or carbonate ore, we are choosing for it. See, condition is if the ore is not an oxide ore, then only we are choosing this step 2. Here we are converting sulfides into oxides and carbonates into oxides. So first one we have here roasting. Heating the ore in the presence of air is called roasting. Here we are using generally sulfide ores. Sulfide ores are roasted to get oxide ore. Roasting means heating the ore in the presence of oxygen or air. Here sulfide ores are roasted. Sulfide ores are roasted. Examples I am taking here. FeS2 plus 11O2. It is iron pyrites. We get Fe2O3, 2 moles, and 8SO2. It is escaped in the form of gas. Now I am taking zinc sulfide, zinc blend, treated with oxygen, that is oxidation. We get ZnO, 2 moles I am taking, here also 2 moles, these 3 moles. We get 2SO2, sulfur dioxide escapes. This is roasting. Another method also we have, heating the ore in the absence of air or oxygen, that we are called as calcination. Calcination heating the ore in the absence of air or oxygen. Here hydrated ores and carbonated ores are calcined. Carbonated ores are calcined. Here I am taking calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Heating in the absence of air, it decomposes to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide escapes. Now I am taking calamine, zinc carbonate. On heating, it gives zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. This is roasting. Here we are converting sulfide ores into oxide ores. Here we are converting carbonate ores into oxide ores. So here second step is conversion of concentrated ore to oxide ore. If the ore is oxide, we are not using this roasting and calcination in second step. Now third step is conversion of oxide ore into impure metal, that is removal of oxygen, that we are called as reduction. Third step is reduction of oxide ore to impure metal. We have several types of reductions in this. See, first one, electrolytic reduction. In electrolytic reduction, highly reactive metals, that is the metals which have high electropositivity, that metals can be reduced by electrolytic method. Here we are using that metals: lithium, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. These metals we are choosing. In this electrolytic reduction, I am taking fused Al2O3. Fused Al2O3, we have Al2O3 is in equilibrium with 2Al plus 3 and 3O minus 2. Here at cathode, reduction takes place. 2Al plus 3 plus 6 electrons, gain of electrons is called reduction. We get 2Al. This is impure aluminum. And one more we have, second one, fused magnesium oxide. In this we have magnesium oxide is in equilibrium with magnesium plus 2, oxide minus 2. Here also cathodic reaction reduction takes place. We get Mg plus 2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to magnesium metal. This is impure metal. This is electrolytic reduction method. B. Reduction by coke. Here zinc, mercury and copper, these metals are reduced by using coke. Here see, ZnO plus C on heating gives Zn impure metal and carbon monoxide. Here oxide of mercury with coke on heating, we get impure mercury and carbon dioxide. And we have here cupric oxide plus C on heating, we get impure copper metal and carbon monoxide. This is reduction by coke. Next we have reduction by carbon monoxide. Oxide of iron we are using in this reduction. See, reduction by carbon monoxide. Here we are using oxide of iron, that is Fe2O3 plus 3CO gives rise to 2Fe plus 3CO2. This is impure iron metal, reduction by carbon monoxide. Next one is reduction by hydrogen. It is D. In this reduction, we are using oxide of copper, CuO plus H2. On heating, it gives impure copper and water. This is impure copper. Next, fifth method is thermal decomposition method. This is used for less electropositive metals. E. Thermal decomposition method. In this method, we are using less electropositive metals, Hg and silver. See, mercuric oxide on strong heating, it gives 2Hg plus O2. O2 escapes in the form of gas. Ag2O. Silver oxide, it is 2 moles we are taking. On strong heating, we get 4 Ag, it is impure silver, and we get oxygen gas. So, these are different kinds of reduction in step 3. In this step, we are converting metal oxides into impure metal by removing oxygen. Removal of oxygen is called reduction. So, different types of reductions we done in step 3. Next, last step is, here impure metal is coming in third step. We have to remove the impurities from impure metal. We get pure metal. That step we are called as refining of impure metal. Fourth step is refining of impure metal to pure metal. Here we have different methods. First one is distillation method. Here in this distillation method, volatile metals are purified, that is zinc and mercury. Here zinc with impurity, if we are heating, zinc is volatile means that is enter into vapor state, that is collected in container, and upon condensation it gives pure zinc. Similarly, impure mercury, we are heating, mercury escapes in the form of vapor and is collected and then condensed, we get the pure mercury. So this is about distillation method. Impurities are non-volatile, that's why they can be separated. And the second method is chemical oxidation or oxidation refining method. oxidation, refining. This is used in case of iron. Here impure iron containing sulfur, carbon and phosphorus. These are the impurities. On oxidation, here iron remains here only. Sulfur converting into sulfur dioxide escapes in the form of gas. Carbon converting into carbon dioxide and phosphorus converting into P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide. All these are volatile gases escapes. We get pure iron. This is oxidation refining method. And third one is electrolytic refining. Electrolytic refining, generally we are using copper and aluminum. These are purified by this method. In this case, anode we are taking impure metal rod. And cathode we are taking pure metal rod. And electrolyte is containing the same metal ion. Solution. See, here at anode oxidation takes place. At cathode reduction takes place. See, this is anode, this is cathode. These two are connected to positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Here we have switch. This is electrolytic solution containing the same metal ion. Suppose I am taking here copper, I want to refine it. Impure copper rod is taken as anode. Pure copper rod is taken as cathode. Here electrolytic solution is copper sulfate. So in all these cases copper, impure copper rod, pure copper rod, here copper sulfate solution. Here at anode oxidation takes place. So here slowly it is dissolving in this solution and impurities are settled at the bottom. These impurities we are called as anode mud. This is about electrolytic refining. So extraction of metals involves 4 steps. First step is dressing of the ore. Second step is conversion of concentrated ore to oxide ore. Third step is reduction of oxide ore to impure metal. Fourth step is refining of impure metal to pure metal.